Welcome to the Lore Boys, where it's 2019 and all we talk about is Fortnite. Fortnite, boys! Hey, guys.
Audio dabs.
What's your favorite mat in Fortnite? Mine's steel, because it's strong.
What's a mat?
That's a material. Steel's actually really kind of shitty.
Oh, sorry.
It's stronger than both the other ones, so...
Anytime you're in an actual firefight, you're going to want to throw up wood, though.
Steel, baby.
It builds
Steel
faster, and
all the way.
It can tank 2 shotgun
Trust
blasts.
me when I
pretty
say
good,
this, steel is the way to go.
I outed myself as having never played Fortnite immediately.
Now, Peter, did you know that Fortnite once had a crossover with the Marvel Cinematic Universe where Thanos was a playable character in the game?
Don't you
happening
mean
right now.
2.5 times now?
It's 2 times, yeah.
Well, 2.5,
What is
because
the
there
half?
is a little bit of a Fortnite dabs Easter egg in Endgame. I hope that doesn't ruin the movie for you guys. Either by revealing that or
No, that doesn't...
giving the movie cancer.
Okay, but that doesn't make the Thanos and Fortnite game mode. I don't really care about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I just care about Fortnite.
Right,
here.
me
This
too,
is a
yeah.
Fortnite podcast. Fort
That's
Boys,
it.
as
In
we
case
call it.
any of you out there haven't seen Endgame and are like terrified to find out about it, don't worry. We're not going to talk about that.
No spoilers.
I've seen it. I might spoil something by accident.
Don't do that.
He won't.
I won't.
Okay.
Also, don't say that.
Yeah.
No spoilers this episode. I'm running the ship. I wrote the script. I haven't seen the movie, and so I avoided spoilers when I was looking it up. So we're not going to talk about Endgame. We were not going to talk about Thanos and the Infinity Gauntlet. So even like Marvel's Infinity War.
Oh, okay.
We will talk about maybe the first 2 Avengers movies. The Chitauri invasion and
Okay.
Ultron.
Yeah, okay.
The robot-y boy.
Yeah.
But even then, not super much. I kind of wanted to talk about comparisons to the graphic novels and how, the Marvel Cinematic Universe fits in the world of the graphic novels.
Oh, so they made books after the movies.
Yeah.
Yes, you can buy the book of the film.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fortnite the comic. Thanos special edition.
Yeah. Also, hey guys, thanks for waiting.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around.
Welcome to, I guess, season 3.
Or if you're a new listener, welcome to the Lore Boys. Have a seat. Do you need anything? Glass of water? You want some juice? We have fresh
bottle opener?
squeezed
We've
pear
got 2.
juice.
I use my
We have 2
weekends
bottles.
to play an ungodly amount of video games while we're gone to get ready for the future episodes. I played one weekend. I played 36 hours of The Witcher 3.
Good God.
And I was trying to go to sleep, and I was just hearing like yada da 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 da
Yeah.
da.
You were
fucking
listening.
yeah.
You could hear "Steel for Humans."
Yeah,
in
dude.
your head. Yeah.
I'm still in the DLC now, but holy smokes, good game.
You just got Percival reaping the hurdy-gurdy, just like so hard.
I'm happy to be back though.
This is your assurance that we're not actually Fortnite boys. We're the same old dumb Lore Boys because we're talking about the fucking Witcher 3 again.
I'm sorry.
I love it.
What else? What can we go back to? Anyway, yeah. Thanks everybody for waiting. Our downloads never stopped. So thanks a lot for giving us a little bit of time off because we didn't have like a floor or a degree or a
Still no degree.
healthy lungs. I have healthy lungs now at least.
Finish my paper though.
Yeah, I have my inhaler in that
Finish my paper.
Jerusalem basket.
Jamie still doesn't have a computer. The last episode that was supposed to air, file got corrupted because Jamie's hard drive just shit the bed
Yeah.
and won't start up anymore.
And-
I had to do my taxes at Peter's place today.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least my computer saved your taxes.
Yep.
But R.I.P. Apex Legends Episode 2.
Yeah.
Not even my computer could save it.
It lives on in my heart. In the moment where we found Bangalore meant the town of boiled beans.
Yeah.
Which our
Live
chat
on
on
air.
Facebook is still
Yeah.
called.
Yeah, that's a town in India that's named after boiled beans that a missile was eventually named after, which a character was eventually named after. But we're not talking about Apex.
Are we not?
No.
Sorry, Jamie. You were really getting into it there. I
Yeah.
was enthralled by
Well, since
this.
it's not coming out, I want to make sure that still hits the records or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an algorithm
may air
episode.
someday.
Yeah.
for the
May air
record.
someday.
Coming in hot on the hashtag.
We're going to talk about the Avengers. We're not going to talk about the movie, like I said, because it's hot right now, I guess. It feels like a good time to come back to season 3 now that our lives have kind of synced up once again.
Yes.
I'm on like a weird schedule where I have
Especially
like
our
Mondays
cycles.
and Tuesdays off, so we're recording like Tuesday night, like less than 12 hours from when we have to release this thing. So,
Yeah.
I can't
if anything goes wrong, tough titties. You're listening to that shit.
Yeah, I mean, we could probably cut it out. Or try.
You cut it out.
I'll try.
Talking about us doing post work. Come on.
Yeah.
What are we, mailmen?
Ha!
Post work.
We're back.
Yeah. So
Oh man, I remember why I was so much happier.
it was blissful. It was like blissful quiet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now that Avengers Endgame is come and gone, nobody's talking about it anymore. I don't think.
I don't think so. It's not in theaters anymore.
What's next for Disney's Juggernaut franchise? I think the next movie to be released is Spider-Man: Far From Home.
They're doing a Juggernaut movie?
No, their franchise is a Juggernaut.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's an X-Men.
It's an X-Men villain is Juggernaut. He was in Deadpool.
Is it
He was in Deadpool 2.
Because there's a lot of crossover between Deadpool and X-Men because Sony owns both those IPs.
Oh.
Was it Sony?
Yeah.
Sony owns Spider-Man.
They
too.
also own Spider-Man, but they have like fully leased it to Marvel at
Yeah.
this point.
No, like Sony's like his like Spider-Man's like stepdad. It's not really.
Yeah. And Disney bought Fox.
Yeah. So
Is
they
that-
get the X-Men now.
Is that the guy in the Avengers?
Was it
Fox?
Fox?
With the
Fox,
metal
Fox and
claws.
X-Men,
Is
eh?
the
Yeah.
Fox Man.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
okay.
It wasn't Sony. It was
Yeah.
Fox. Yeah.
He's a raccoon.
Yeah. So the next movie,
What?
Okay, the Fox guy. Who's a raccoon guy?
Rocket Raccoon.
Oh, Rocket Raccoon.
Raccoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a name. So okay, by the way, I'm
Easy to
sorry.
remember. Oh, yeah.
Any comic book nerds, I love you guys and I want to love all this stuff. I just never got into it. So I'm going to be ignorant and I'm learning today. So
Jamie's
just learn with
going to be our rube this episode.
Yes.
So nothing unusual there. Right back to good old Lore Boys.
What's a rube?
It's a raccoon, Jamie.
Yeah, Ruby Raccoon.
Yes.
Yeah. Carnies take advantage of him.
Peter's seen most of the movies, I believe.
Yes, I actually went through it today because my buddy Oren is rewatching all of them after we watched Endgame. I have not seen Thor 2.
Don't need to.
I have not seen Spider-Man.
The new one?
Yeah,
With Tom Holland?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Great movie.
I didn't see it. I haven't seen Captain Marvel,
I haven't seen that one.
and I haven't seen all of Ant-Man 2.
These
Ant-Man-
all sound like movies.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, I put it on Netflix, fell asleep, and saw the end. So I saw the one important scene, which is after the credits.
It was okay. Ant-Man as a character is important as far as Henry Pym goes, because who's
that?
played by Michael Douglas in
Hank
the
Pym.
films. Hank is a nickname for Henry,
Oh,
so you can also call him Hank.
Why are they related?
they're not.
Or like why are they important in the terms of Henry?
So Hank Pym is like a super important person in the Marvel canon.
He made time travel slime.
He makes time travel slime. He creates Ultron. He discovers the Pym particle and discovers interdimensional, not Earth Prime Hank Pym, but some Hank Pyms discover interdimensional travel.
Okay.
Important guy, one of the smartest people on Earth, kind of a la Richard Reed from Fantastic Four.
Yeah, that's the stretchy guy.
Do you know who Fantastic Four is, James?
I had a puzzle when I was a youngin', and I know that there's a fiery lass, there's a stretchy
fiery boy.
fiery boy, a
Johnny
stretchy
Blaze.
boy,
Yeah.
Stretchy boy is Richard Reed, one of the smartest men on Earth.
Rockman,
Yep.
The Thing. It's clobbering time.
and just a cute old gal, and she goes invisible.
Sue
And
Storm.
has force fields.
Sue Storm, yeah.
Okay.
It's what's the daughter from The Incredibles?
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
The daughter from The Incredibles is the same as Sue Storm, same powers. Have you seen The Incredibles, James? Those are superheroes.
I did see a long time ago. I saw The Incredibles.
The Incredibles 2 is pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
know.
was
You
pretty
fucking
good.
missed. You were like an hour late to
I was
one
like
of our
3
recordings.
hours late to one of our recordings because I spent 4 hours at a barbershop and watched the whole thing.
Yeah, got a haircut. Had to stay for the end though.
I thought it was
Good movie.
It's pretty good. I thought it was
The
pretty
kids
good.
spoiled it for you. you got it.
Yeah. They kept talking shit. They're like, this is gonna happen next. I'm like, shut the fuck up, kid.
I just picture you then cross-legged in like a pile of hair, like
Yeah.
just watching the fucking movie. Shut up.
Sweeping around him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great barbershop. Shout out to Mike Gillespie, my barber.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't listen.
You should.
So, how the Marvel Universe works, they use this thing called the multiverse. Does anyone want to take a guess what the multiverse
It's like
is?
universes, but many of them.
Yes.
And it makes a
Jamie
lot
got
of-
it very quickly.
It makes a lot of things like possible because like if there's a multiverse, then if weird shit happens, it just happened in a parallel or another universe, right?
Yeah, in a lot of ways. That's
It helps
like-
with the retconning when things get a little too crazy.
Exactly. They give themselves a carte blanche
Yeah.
undo button to like protect their valuable IPs.
Because it's the
basically.
70s and we did too much PCP, and then when Iron Man started fighting Chinese wizards, we realized we couldn't do that anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
I knew there was going to be old racist comics in this video.
It was the 60s,
in
yeah.
this listen
Yeah.
video.
There's a guy called the Mandarin.
Was he an orange?
He's
Yeah.
yeah.
He's
You're right.
Yeah.
He's played by a white guy in Iron Man 3.
No, he's not. He's played by Ben Kingsley, who is from India.
Was he played by Ben Kingsley?
Yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
I'm looking this up.
Jamie, pull up the clip.
Yeah, so there's
Look at that monkey. He's ripped.
yeah, right.
Get her face right off.
There's
Yeah,
there's,
man, you ever do PCP?
Yeah,
There's some-
exactly. Yeah.
wait, that's the guy's name. It's Aldrich Killian.
That's the fire guy.
That's a sick name.
Aldrich Killian is the Mandarin. I don't know what you're talking about.
Peter, I never noticed you had a Witcher medallion on your wall.
I made
Sure
it
does.
myself.
Oh, yeah?
Guy Pearce is the supposed Indian man who.
No, the Mandarin was a fake character in Iron Man 3, played by Ben Kingsley. He was an actor who
Oh wait, is Ben Kingsley
He played
Indian?
Gandhi, for fuck's sake.
But is he Indian? Sir Ben Kingsley? When
It was,
only
it was a British colony.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all learning stuff about real
What-
life actors today.
What kind of colony did Ant-Man come from?
So, an ant colony.
Not a British one.
Okay.
Yeah.
He came from an alien ant farm.
Surprisingly, the ant queens give out more rights to their whatever the fuck they're called, their subjects.
Oh, yeah? Then the British colonies?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
much everyone does.
Ants
I
don't have racism.
According to my basement apartment, they live by manifest destiny as well, though.
Yeah, that is the
Oh
very
yeah,
true.
they totally do. Oh god damn it! God damn ants.
So we have the multiverse. There's a lot of time travel in.
I just want to stop for a second. That's a very smart joke. And I was just like, not on this show.
we have the multiverse. We also have a lot of time travel
Yes.
in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
But time travel is always like, when you ask yourself, well, why don't they use time travel to solve everything? It's always because like, oh, you can't use it too much because then it destroys the fabric of reality. So like, they'll use it as much as they need to. Then as soon as it would solve all their problems, they're like, we can't use it anymore. We've already done it too much.
You rip the treads off the time tires, basically.
Exactly.
That is so many things. Life is Strange does that too. You can't don't like use time travel too much, or else then you can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, no, exactly,
Yeah.
because if she had those powers, just like, don't use time travel to solve a crime, prevent it.
Yeah.
But you can't.
No, because that's too much. That's too much time travel.
Way too much time travel.
Yeah.
So this can, in my opinion, lower the stakes of what are generally considered low stakes stories or narratives.
I would say so.
Because, like, again, haven't seen Endgame. Peter, don't spoil anything. Don't even react. I bet you the good guys win in the end. The good guys almost always win in comic books, in like superhero comics. It's like one of the reasons why, like, I read a fair amount of comics. One of the reasons why I really stray away from superhero comics specifically these days is because, like, hey, Batman wins in the end. He beats the Joker, you know? It's like, cool. Happened again.
I was talking to somebody about this last night because I don't like Superman because he's too strong.
Yeah, no.
And I didn't like
He's white bread.
I didn't like Black Panther because he's too strong.
They're all too strong.
And then
Is white bread strong?
I mean,
could beat up a piece of bread, dude, real good.
well, we'll have to see. We'll film that after this, but
check it out. On
just
the,
failing, lose. Like,
dumb idiot loses fight versus white bread.
Lore Boys Podcast at Lore Boys Podcast
Tune
on Instagram.
Tune in next week to watch his ass get kicked by whole wheat.
But and then when I asked a friend of mine,
The oats are cutting my knuckles.
you joke, but a big glass of milk, that's going to knock Peter down for a little while.
Oh yeah, for sure.
oh yeah,
for
I'm gonna
sure.
poop a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
when
a
I
bowl of
asked-
salad for me would just destroy me.
Yeah.
Really?
There we go. Can't eat raw fruits and
Oh
vegetables.
yeah, that's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Fiber, too spicy.
That's
Too
it.
spicy. Spicy fiber.
Me
Spicy
not
pollen.
doing opioids for 24 hours.
Impossible. I'll be heaving and retching and
Just sweating in the bathtub.
sweating and hot and cold and ugh.
But I was asking a buddy of mine who knows a lot about comics. I was like, "Hey, Captain Marvel kind of seems like a homework movie. What's her deal? Is she cool?" He's like, "She's Superman." I was like, "Yeah, fuck that. I'm not going to see that movie."
Was
Yeah.
Captain Marvel a woman?
Yeah,
Oh.
But not the
the OG.
Not the OG.
Current Carol Danvers.
But yeah.
That's the girl that you find very attractive, right? I think
she's pretty hot.
this because when we brought up Transformers, we're like Megan Fox, and we're both like, yeah. And then you're like, modern day, that is this female superhero, and I don't know who.
No,
it is.
Wonder Woman is
Wonder Woman.
Gal Gadot is
Gal Gadot.
ridiculously gorgeous.
Okay.
Yeah. Way better looking than
She's a
what's her name?
supermodel, so makes sense.
I
Victoria's
shouldn't-
Secret model? I don't know.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to say female superhero. I should just say superhero, right?
You're right.
I think that's bad to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Super person.
I personally have a thing for Jason Momoa, who plays Aquaman.
I haven't seen that either.
I haven't seen that, and I never plan on seeing that.
Oh no,
Why would I want to ruin Jason Momoa like that?
that's true.
I don't know. That's
A crocodile eats a crab man at some point.
Army Hammer, also very attractive.
Yeah,
I think he was in DC, wasn't he?
you can get 2 of them in the Social Network.
Army Hammer.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
What is this?
Army Hammer is an actor's name,
Yeah.
James.
Oh,
I know.
that really sounds like a weapon.
Actually, it
Or
sounds
a
much
tool.
more. I was gonna say it sounds much more like a powdered scent reducer that you leave in the back of the fridge.
Yeah. Army Hammer. Okay, back on topic, right?
All right,
We're talking about Marvel, not DC.
It's a season premiere. Come on,
Peter, stop talking about Jason Momoa, please.
I don't recall doing that.
So yeah, low stakes superheroes. Actually, the tangent again, once more quickly, back into DC. There's a comic called Batman comic called Death in the Family, which like I really really liked, and it's like
Is that where Jason Todd gets killed?
it's so
In
good.
Charge of the Red Hood.
He like captures captures Batman and Batgirl, the Joker, sorry, captures Batman and Batgirl and Robin and Alfred and all of Batman's close friends, and like he drugs them all, and he captures Batman too, and he drugs Batman. Batman wakes up and they're all like tied to these chairs, and all their faces have been cut off,
Good
and then
God.
like sewn back on, but like in a stretched like rictus grin a la Joker, and you're reading it, you're like, this is fucked up, this is crazy, and then in the end it was like, oh no, the gas is making you hallucinate, like everyone's normal. And you're just like the low stakes just like kills the whole thing. It's like you were doing a very cool thing.
Yeah.
And
Just
like
stretch the faces and live
just
with
stretch the faces.
Yeah.
Cut the faces off.
Come
you cowardly
on.
DC writers.
Yeah, exactly.
it. Or just like fucking get the bat scientist to build a new one like 2 episodes from now.
That's
At least give him a rictus grin.
I do like comic books. I haven't read enough to know if there are actually like stakes. I know. So I guess spoilers for the movie Logan.
Right.
It runs like
Logan Paul movie?
That's the story of a.
That's a flat Earth.
No, it's about Wolverine.
That's our movie.
It's about Wolverine.
Yeah.
And at the end of the movie Logan, Wolverine dies. And it's like, it is this arc called, it's based on a book of stories called Old Man Logan, where at the end of that series, like, he dies, but like, they didn't stop publishing Wolverine in comic books. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just say like, oh, it's in the future, or it's in a different timeline. So, or a different universe, sorry.
That's the multiverse. Yeah.
Exactly.
Old Man Logan is dead.
And it's like, it's cool this allows for storylines like Marvel Zombies, which was created at the height of zombie popularity.
I
At the
love
height
The
of
Walking
zombie
Dead.
mania.
Yeah, exactly.
It's The Walking Dead, or what is it?
It's The Walking Dead, but it basically only affects super people, because only super people are like have strong enough constitution to actually like survive the virus, whereas like a normal person either just dies or gets eaten by a super fast, super powerful, flying, telepathic zombie. You know what I mean?
Sucks, yeah.
Yeah.
Sucker.
Yeah. The outbreak begins in a single dimension on a single Earth, and eventually the zombies devour all life in the universe, ending with Ego, the living planet.
He's in one of the movies.
All right, so are you suggesting like this could be like one of the next Marvel movies? Like,
No,
Ego is already in and out of the MCU.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I don't think they would go the Marvel Zombies route, just because it's fairly limited. The zombie fad is like kind of over. It's not an Avengers storyline.
Okay.
You would end up seeing like a bunch of your like favorite superheroes bastardized. But how that like the outbreak begins on Earth 2149, which is mostly similar to Earth 616. Earth 616 is known as Earth Prime. That's where like the main canonical official Marvel superhero stories take place, is on Earth Prime. That's the one with the stakes. You know what I mean? If Captain America dies on that one, then that's the real Captain America.
It's our
dying.
temporary Reedy home. This is where this is where everything's based from, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's not the universe where the Marvel Cinematic Universe takes place. That's Earth 199999.
And Earth 1 just has no superheroes. It's just us.
It's very normal, actually.
Yeah.
I like to think Earth 1 was whichever Earth figured out interdimensional travel first and started like going through, meeting new Earths and categorizing them. Yeah.
They wouldn't tag themselves as 616 because they wouldn't be doing this for years.
Yeah,
They'd just be like, What's our address?
Yeah. That's it.
Oh fuck.
Do you guys want to
We're
watch?
one, aren't we? We're one. They put one. They're like, our package never came. What the hell happened? They call Amazon. Amazon's like, no, you're 616, man. Like, what do you mean?
Bezos.
Do you guys want to see a cool movie that kind of messes with that? Like you don't know if you're 1, 2, 3, or 4. Check out Primer.
I knew you were gonna say Primer.
yeah,
I haven't seen Primer, but I knew you were gonna say Primer.
Holy fuck! I don't watch a lot of movies. This is a movie that has brought me back like so many times. It's honestly, you will not understand it that well the first time.
Well, I'm very smart, so
okay, please,
Jamie,
watch it.
I think I'll understand.
Hold on, just like try and capture whatever you can, then go watch a YouTube video and watch it again. Holy fuck! There's so many details that are so amazing.
Ah, yes, I love movies with homework.
The budget was like less than $2,000. It's just like amazing.
What they did with it. Yeah.
Anyways,
Primer, check it out. It's got Keanu Reeves and weird art styles.
Nope.
No, that's a Scanner Darkly.
Oh, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, that is what I was thinking of.
That's the Bug movie with the Keanu Reeves, right?
Based on
What's the Bug movie with Keanu Reeves? It's like kind of like half animated, and he's taking drugs and he sees bugs everywhere. Very good.
It's half animated as a Scanner Darkly.
Don't know.
I don't remember bugs. Could be though.
All right.
I haven't seen it.
Anyway, I don't know what Primer. I don't know who's in Primer then.
It's the director is the main actor because they have a very low budget.
Mr. Director. You know what? Now that you mention it, how could they have afforded Keanu Reeves at the height of his popularity with only $2,000? You know what? That makes a lot of sense.
The camera alone is like $400.
That's a good camera.
I don't think Keanu Reeves is taking $800 like to leave $800 left over for what, groceries for 6 months. I don't fucking think so.
The muffin trays at the beginning of the day.
You guys ever see that like long copy pasta of like a guy walking into a barber and he's like has a baby and he's like really worried the baby's crying, he's trying to get it to stop crying, and then Keanu Reeves walks in, he's like trying to make the baby stop crying, and then Keanu Reeves picks up the baby, slowly hushes it to sleep. Oh no, just calms it and then pulls out his nipple and breastfeeds the baby. It's like this whole long thing, and then the payoff is the breastfeeding. Okay. Gets me every time. It's very good.
Which Earth was that on?
Yeah, right? That's Earth 1, unfortunately.
Dang.
Yeah.
Too bad.
I don't actually know if Earth 1 is our Earth. I didn't look up Earth 1.
Okay.
Seemed irrelevant to me. They're all numbers. Every number is just as good as any other number.
Yep.
I always say.
When there's infinite Earths, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. So the zombie...
This is like weirdly deep. Somebody said, man, flavor is just color. And I was just like, yeah, you're right, bro.
Sound is just spicy air.
Yeah.
Good memes. The zombie outbreak begins on Earth. All the supers get infected. And it's kind of an interesting story because it's like Captain America being like fully aware of like the atrocity he's doing, especially like when he's fed.
Okay.
Like after he eats, he's like aware of the horror that he's committing, but then like as he gets more hungry, he gets more desperate, and he just keeps eating.
The zombos just get hangry, basically.
Yeah,
and they eat civilians.
That's it. But it's like the whole thing is like they find Ego, the living planet, and they're like, okay, like this is like a sustainable food source for us. We'll just slowly consume the planet,
okay.
But then they just end up like devouring the whole thing, and then in the third one, they force zombie Hank Pym. This is one of the multiverses where he discovers interdimensional travel to say like, hey, let's go out into the multiverse and just keep eating because all we want to do is keep eating.
Fuck.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Deadpool gets his head cut off, and there's a zombie head Deadpool who's a pretty consistent character.
He still tells such good jokes, even though he's just a head.
Got them one-liners.
Oh man.
Well, it's great because
that one dick. Oh lol.
there's a great couple comic books where it's like Earth Prime Deadpool, like palling around with zombie head Deadpool, like he's just palling around with himself, and he's already like a schizophrenic like nut job. Anyway, Captain America. So like, there's a few minor differences between all the Earths. It's not like they're complete carbon copies. Captain America on Earth 2149 is known as Colonel America. So
he's not as good.
No, better. He got 2 promotions.
Oh, excuse me. I don't know armies.
Yeah.
We haven't done an episode about the army.
Army lore.
I'm actually interested. I don't know enough.
Luke Cage and Falcon still rocked older versions of their costumes on zombie Earth.
Oh, Luke Cage got the tiara.
So maybe
Sweet.
I thought you meant the Mortal Kombat person.
Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage.
Yeah, okay.
And Liu Kang.
Yeah, okay.
We'll do. So my roommate is a fairly popular Mortal Kombat streamer. We'll do an episode with him one day.
MK11, I'm going to buy very soon because I love Mortal Kombat and now it looks fucking sick.
Play with Jerry. I'll teach you how to get good.
Yeah, I'm a noob Cybot main. Is that a bad thing?
I have no idea what you just said to me.
Cool.
Up, B, down, A.
Uh-huh. Yeah, a way towards way down B was his thing at MK9. That was one of his fatalities.
Uh-huh.
That was Wishbone, I think.
Not a huge fan. I like the idea of fighting games. Not great at them.
I'm bad at them.
Yeah.
So like I really love video games. I really love video games. One thing I've learned about myself: terrible hand-eye coordination and very slow reaction time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I watched.
I love turn-based turn-based strategy games.
If only I pressed the right button at the right time, I would have beat him.
I was watching a video today at work because I like wasting company time.
Mm-hmm.
I was just listening to it while I was doing some financial shit.
I would never put that on the internet. You're
Yeah,
a brave man.
Fuck. A brave man. This guy was just like Crusader Kings 2 incest only run.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh wow!
It's 20 minutes of a man being very uncomfortable. So fucking funny.
It's a lot of fucking your daughter.
His family tree graph, it just goes sideways forever.
I never visualized a family bush like that. It just it grows sideways.
It's just a branch.
Up.
It's not a tree.
Or vertical.
Yeah.
Just a straight line up and down.
Yeah, but it would
depends who you're fucking. Are you fucking your cousins or are you fucking your children?
Did not think I'd hear that today.
I didn't think we were going to talk about it during the Marvel episode. We were talking about Endgame.
Well,
I was trying to. Peter keeps talking about incest.
Sorry.
If you saw yourself in the multiverse and they were down to fuck.
You have asked me this question on air before, and I categorically would fuck myself the second the opportunity presented itself. Okay?
No,
there is no multiverse version of me. I refuse to believe there's a multiverse version of me who would not. Male or female, I don't know. All the same to me, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be?
I think we've had this discussion before.
We definitely have.
Well, I'm still curious.
I don't remember being down. I'm down now, though.
Get a couple Coronas in him, and he's down.
Yeah.
I think it would be most fun if the person was like ambivalent towards me, like the other me was ambivalent.
If I were ambivalent,
yourself, basically.
Yeah, but the thing is, I know all my triggers or whatever, or like all the.
Oh, your fun would be turning yourself on.
Yeah.
Okay, I got.
Almost weirder. What are we talking about?
We're talking about multiverse.
Right.
So this is all making sense, I think. Yeah. I'm good at segues,
Just
too.
remember, if this is your first episode, our backlog is much more consistently good, but we've been separated and away from each other for a long time, and away from you guys, so this is really much more of a celebration.
So we need
in the same way Endgame was a celebration.
So we need to set Jamie up with fantasies of me fucking myself.
Yeah.
That's how we get him. That's how we keep him going doing this podcast.
Every year or so, I just need a refresher.
Yeah.
Ethan would fuck himself in another life.
Yeah.
There you go.
Pete, I'm gonna need to commission a drawing later.
Unrelated.
You're the art boy.
Okay.
We were just talking about differences in various multiverses, minor differences on the planets. Mm-hmm. So the Captain America got promotions, Luke Cage and Falcon were into retro styles before everyone else.
Yeah.
The entire planet and universe was consumed by a zombie outbreak. Little differences.
Minor differences.
Earth,
Colonel America, weird.
Earth 791-021 is an Earth.
Are there hyphens here?
Earth dash and then all number.
Okay.
All number, baby.
All right.
Earth 791,021 is an Earth very similar to Earth Prime again, except for the fact it is primarily inhabited by anthropomorphic waterfowl who call themselves Duckworldians. So you know about Howard the Duck, and this is where Howard the Duck comes from. Yeah.
What is Howard the Duck?
Howard the Duck is a character from the Marvel Universe who exists on Earth Prime, but he is originally from Duck World and was transported to Earth Prime via unknown means.
Is this where Scrooge Mick comes from?
I choose to believe so, yes. I choose to believe Huey, Dewey, and Louie are all from...
Dude, it's all owned by Disney.
The McDuck
Lord
Manor.
Boy's canon.
Lord Boy's canon, yes. There we go.
Yes.
Scrooge McDuck exists in Marvel Earth 791-021.
And Donald.
Wow.
Yeah.
And all the versions of themselves, like the Christmas specials where... they're different versions of themselves.
It's where it's a Christmas story or whatever with Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
No, that's A Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah,
A Christmas story with Scrooge McDuck would be when Uncle Scrooge shoots his eye with a BB gun.
Okay.
Oh,
Never seen A Christmas Story, clearly. Don't remember a Christmas movie with that.
How have you avoided that in your life?
Shooting yourself in the eye with a BB gun?
No.
I don't know.
I've tried.
I actively don't watch movies, and I've had to sit through that movie so many times.
My family wasn't big on like Christmas movies.
Do you remember the thigh lamp? Because I have one right there.
You guys watched Family Vacation on Christmas?
Yeah, we watched.
Yes, of course.
We watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and we watched Elf. Those are the only Christmas movies in my house. And like in recent years, we've been watching Bad Santa every year.
I watched my dad nod off after too much eggnog.
Okay.
And then yell at the cat.
I watched Mommy kissing Santa Claus. So.
Okay.
Welcome to the Christmas episode. We've been gone a whole year. So Howard the Duck is potentially the most intelligent being from Duck World.
Yeah.
Who was transported from Earth Prime, from Duck World to Earth Prime.
There is a Howard the Duck film, either directed or produced or both, by George Lucas himself.
It was like in the 80s.
What?
Yeah, there's a Howard the Duck film.
Yeah, there's some duck titties in it.
It's like
the mom from Back to the Future's in it.
I think it's like
kisses a
camp.
duck puppet.
It's Camp Good now. I think is official status on it.
Duck tits. Ooh.
Yeah. Howard the Duck also knows Kung Fu and was trained in the mystic arts by Doctor Strange at some point.
And has a coiled penis.
Speaking.
He's probably a rapist.
Yeah, probably a rapist. Speaking of Doctor Strange, Duck World has the counterpart Doctor Strange.
Oh no.
And Stu the Human, who was transported from Earth Prime to Duck World.
Oh, he's
so Howard the Duck's counterpart on Duck World is Stu the Human.
Is Nickelodeon owned by Disney?
I don't know. Don't think so.
Why?
Because I want Stu Pickles from Rugrats to be that Stu.
The dad?
Yeah. Why are you making chocolate pudding at 4 a.m? Because I've lost control of my life.
Wants chocolate pudding. What'd you say?
Because I've lost control of my life.
That's a real thing that happens.
I know, I've seen it, yeah.
It's a meme.
Angelica wants chocolate pudding.
Now, people in Marvel stories tend to be strong. Very strong.
Yeah.
The variety of powers of all the heroes and villains possess is pretty much limitless. Some even have that power to travel between dimensions, like I'd said. In the Earth Prime universe, this includes Carol Danvers, a.k.a. the most recent iteration of Captain Marvel.
Yes.
Dr. Stephen Strange, and Thor. And those are just people on the Avengers who, in Earth 616, can travel between dimensions.
Yeah.
Henry.
I didn't know Carol Danvers could go between dimensions. I thought she was just from space.
Not in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I see.
In the Marvel Earth Prime Universe, she can.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm vocalizing. It's like, I didn't know things in a movie I haven't seen didn't happen.
Yeah.
Does DC have like a Zeus comic? Like, what's the thing like where they can just take a Norse god and make a comic out of it?
I mean, Ares is one of the Wonder Woman bad guys, and she's an Amazon from Greek mythology, and presumably Aquaman has Atlantis in it.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's like, it's influenced our culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or influenced by culture. Or maybe both.
It's a two-way street. I played Civ 5.
Yeah, that's it.
Culture victory. Made Wonder Woman movie.
Yeah, that's it.
Turned out pretty good.
Yeah, that's it. turned out not so great. Pretty good for DC though.
Yeah, there you go.
Best thing since Nolan's Batman.
Oh yeah.
Other people who can travel between time, like I'd said, Henry Pym has this ability in a few universes, like the Marvel Zombie universe, not in Earth Primes. Some villains from Earth Prime would be Doctor Doom, Thanos, whom we've all heard of.
Oh yeah, I actually know an interesting tidbit about Thanos. Should I finish your list?
I was just gonna say, and Ultron learns it, but not the Earth Prime Ultron.
Okay.
So another dimension Ultron does learn it.
Okay. I learned from someone at work, and I don't know if this is true, but it sounds true, that Thanos, like, without spoiling anything in the movies, he's really interested in balance. That's like one of his motivations.
That's his thing, yeah.
Yeah, well, that you learned that in Infinity War, which is the film that came out 2 years ago.
And it's not a spoiler to the plot. It's probably in the blurb that if you read it like before going to see it. Yeah. But apparently in the comics, his actual motivation is there's like this girl Grim Reaper type
No, he
character.
wants to fuck Death. Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to fuck Death.
Yeah. No, I knew that.
That's way cooler.
It's way cooler.
Yeah.
Because they turned Death into the Red Skull, who's a guy in the movies. So his thing is resource management now.
Which is dumb, because you could just double the resources.
Yeah, he totally could have just done that.
It was like the whole thing.
I thought it was about having the resources.
Yeah, but
having the people.
He has the people, so like that's the same effect as doubling the resources.
Yeah.
But
it's like like switching from a Hummer to a
But
Fiat.
at the same time, I think you could say, because like people are greedy, basic law of economics, people are greedy.
Yeah.
So if you doubled the resources, like the rich would just get richer and like disparity would continue. Whereas if you do the social shock of killing half the universe, maybe some people will actually learn from it. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
I like that's a reasoning that I've just made up to give to Thanos' snap to justify it in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I do agree. Fucking death, way cooler.
Yeah, because I've heard that.
Way better motivation.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. Where Death, who is like the keeper of the Soul Stone or some shit, which is the yellow one, and he just wants to bone some bones.
It's a bone down heart.
Really,
He wants to bone some bones, and she's just like, you need a higher body count. She's like, I don't want no scrub. A scrub is gonna kill half the universe for me.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Like, sort of thing, and then that's why he wants to do it.
Oh man. Imagine kissing Thanos. He got such a big chin.
That's a big chin.
Yeah, it'd be so
Bumpy
weird.
too.
Yeah. I got a pointy chin.
I do imagine
Imagine
kissing
kissing me.
Thanos though.
And you both have, you fucking perverts.
Pete, your
yeah.
pointy chin would fit right into one of those ruts, and you go up and down.
Ew.
Slide up and down. Let him be the pole. Let your chin be the stripper's ass.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I was gonna say that's our art. Me kissing Thanos.
For the anniversary comeback or the season 3 comeback return, we got Peter kissing Thanos.
I don't have the balls to draw that. I would never be able to get through.
Alexa, play smooth jazz, says Thanos. He snaps once, Peter disappears.
Yeah. No, don't exist.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's good shit. So Earth 199999, Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Feels like we're on the precipice of something.
We'll call it Earth MCU Earth.
Yeah.
Okay, is
It's
Mickey.
Massachusetts University.
Massachusetts, Connecticut University.
What MC is Marvel?
And Marvel Cinematic.
Comic?
Cinematic.
Cinematic.
So this is where the movies take place.
Did you start with Marcel?
I was like thinking of C, but trying to say Marvel.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That'll get you.
Yeah.
That's where they're all French. It's Marseille.
Marseille. Marseille Cinematic Universe.
Captain America, you fat pig.
Yeah.
Where is my hammer? My name is Thor.
Yeah. Je suis Thor. J'ai eu mon hammer. J'ai eu mon army hammer.
Yeah. Thor from Rivière du Loup.
Yeah, that's it. Je suis Thor. Je viens de Trois-Rivières.
Yeah.
Most people don't speak French on the internet, I don't think.
What? That's nonsense. Most spoken language on Earth. So
in customer service and from a player support perspective, French is on the decline. And Spanish is on the up. Good. Yeah. So for people who play video
Spanish
games,
is a very popular
who
language.
need support, it's going down. So for us, then it would be going. I think we kind of
have that parallel.
Yeah, I think
with your fucking
video game
job.
boys probably like us.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah. And we're Quebecers, so we throw in a little French every once in a while.
That's it. You got to put up with it
by law.
By law, yeah. It's an article, whatever.
That's it.
Yeah,
and,
we filed our taxes today, meaning we've got to get a little bit of French into the podcast, or else
we do it at the beginning of the year. We front load it all, and then
there you go.
The rest of the year we're fine.
Yeah, because it's a percentage of your total work.
I'm 3/4 Quebecois. Sometimes I might slip into some French.
Yeah.
So the MCU is mostly similar to Earth Prime, like the comic books Earth Prime. One of the big things would be like Henry Pym in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, who's Ant-Man, has like a super small role where in the Marvel small, yeah, he's tiny. A super minor role because he in the movies he basically just like hands it all off to Paul Rudd and says like, "Here's
the fuck is his character? Scott? He's Scott something.
Celery Man.
Yeah, Celery Man. There you go.
Yeah, that's it. Peter, load up Celery Man.
Your wife's on the phone.
Yeah. Whereas in Earth Prime, he's like a huge character who plays like a huge role in like so many things. It's basically like Hank Pym, Reed Richards, and Tony Stark.
Well, Reed Richards isn't in it at all.
No, not in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But in the comics, it's like those three are like the super smart like boys of the universe who like cause and start a bunch of stuff. Whereas in the movies, he like doesn't really do a whole lot. You know what I mean?
He's old as fuck.
Like you said, in the comics, it's Death who has the Mind Stone, whereas Vision has it in the.
Is that the one?
What's that?
I said Soul Stone, but I don't know if I'm right.
I can't remember either, but I think it's Vision Stone. That's like the stone that Vision has in the movies is controlled by death.
Okay.
I just remembered on stream, Ethan, you one time made me explain Infinity War without not knowing
with no
nothing.
context. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you'll have context. You'll never be able to say that again. That's not true.
Well,
We're not talking
I don't
about.
know
We're
what
not
the
talking
stones
about.
are.
We're not talking about Infinity War at all.
I don't know what the stones are. You just
They're
said
magic.
So the stones in the Marvel Cinematic Universe were around before the Big Bang, and they had an interaction. Basically, like Thanos snapping his fingers created the universe, and then these 6 stones were scattered across the universe.
Okay.
That's Marvel Cinematic Universe. So the movies, that's the canon. What happened? How the stones were created? They existed before time, and now Thanos has found them, and he has the power of the universe in his hands.
Yeah.
And that's how he's able to snap out half of the people from existence.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, the storylines which the Avengers have tackled so far, like we mentioned at the beginning, was a Chitauri invasion.
Yeah.
Though that was at the behest of Thanos, because what was his name? Ronan the Accuser was the head of the.
No, he's Kree.
He's Kree.
Loki was the first bad guy.
That's a great name for a prosecution lawyer.
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah, Ronan the Accuser.
The Accuser, yeah. So yeah, Loki led the Chitauri invasion at the behest of Thanos. Looking for the Tesseract, but in Guardians of the Galaxy 1,
Yes.
Ronan the Accuser was going for the Tesseract, trying to steal the Tesseract for Thanos. The Guardians ended up stealing it from him
Was
and
it the
destroying it.
purple one that they got?
It might have been the purple one. Yeah. I thought it was the Tesseract, but I could be mistaken.
No, Tesseract is a cube. Purple one was in Guardians.
Tesseract's a cube within a cube.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. Yeah, well, it's
It's
like
a 4D cube.
It's a pebble inside a cube. Yeah.
It's a 4D cube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only know that because of band. There's a band called Tesseract.
Band called
all their albums, they got that thing right on the front of it because it's their name.
Yeah. There was Ultron, which was the second one.
Yep.
Just like I said in Earth Prime in the comic books.
It sounded a lot like Transformers, dude.
Ultron was an like super intelligent AI who basically took over like Earth's defense systems to lift up an Eastern European city into the sky and drop it.
Yeah.
In the movies.
Yeah.
You can do so many things, and this is what you do.
So like
Sokovia.
Yeah, let's pick it up and drop it, lol.
Yeah, Ultron could have done so many things in that movie, and they could have done so many things with Ultron.
And
because,
he did nothing.
Disney could have done so many things with Ultron because it was like a huge chapter. Like there were so many volumes. Age of Ultron in the comic books results in like all the Avengers dying, like crazy time travel shenanigans. You know, Hank Pym having to form new Avengers to take him down with like different timelines. Basically, like the whole Thanos arc that they've had, they could have done with Ultron.
Yeah.
But they just blew their load and said, like, let's throw him in Avengers 2 and then whatever.
And that movie's not good.
I think I have an...
It's
fucking boring.
easily one of the worst Marvel movies.
I have a theory on that. So,
go ahead.
Ultron is real.
Yes.
And Disney owns Ultron. Ultron said...
Bad for PR, you mean?
Yeah, Ultron says, I want to pick up a city and drop it, and I want that's my movie. And in exchange, I'll help you unfreeze Dr. Mr. Walt Disney.
Wow. Because they do need someone to unfreeze him.
I heard a theory also that Frozen was only made so that when people look up Walt Disney Frozen on Google, that
they can see a picture of his mummy.
yeah, they don't see him. They forget about him and just see that. Let it go. Let it go. Please let it go.
Let it go. Let it go already.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. So, if we want to talk about where the Avengers go next,
yeah,
they blew their load with
Ultron.
Yeah.
Got it.
No spoilers again.
Well, you two haven't seen it.
I would say moving forward,
I looked it up.
the Kree-Skrull War is one of the more likely storylines to happen next. So
not for Endgame, but because I looked up spoilers for Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
that's kind of what that's about.
So like I read a bit about it. The Kree-Skrull War is like huge.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would have like resolved it in Captain Marvel. Yeah. Again, I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, me neither.
So don't know. It is touched on a bit in Captain Marvel. Yeah. I don't know the extent to which it is. So even if Kree-Skrull War is not the focus or like the arc, then it would be Secret Invasion.
And that's the Skrulls, because they can shapeshift.
So the Kree and Skrull.
Yeah.
The Kree and Skrull are alien races that have been at war with each other for like a couple millennia.
The Korean
Yeah.
skull? No, wait, what did you actually
Kree-ans.
Kree.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Kree.
Alien race.
Kree is the Kree.
Yeah, they play as the Zerg.
You got the North Kree and the South Kree.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
They're friends now.
Are they?
Yeah, I don't know.
You trust that?
I read an article like a year ago that they were friends now.
No. Nothing's changed.
I don't really.
I was reading the Pyongyang Times. It said everything's cool now. I don't know.
And how much food everybody has, they can't even eat it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hail the glorious leader. It is, so yeah, I even have a note here. It is a point in Captain Marvel. I don't think it covers the entire thing.
I doubt it. I have no idea.
So originally published in 1971 with the comic Avengers, the only good alien is a dead alien, which is
that's
very like
that's a title.
That is like so post 1960s. 1971.
Oh man, I thought that sounds like an 80s movie. The only good.
I was gonna say like 60s or 50s.
The only good alien is a
but
dead alien.
I could also see the 80s kind of like calling back to that time because it's very like the only good commie is a dead commie.
Yeah.
is the reference, which is a very 1950s mentality, right?
I
but
communicate
all throughout the Cold War, leading up to the fall of the Berlin Wall in 91.
We did 91,
I think.
yeah.
So yeah, all throughout the later half of the 20th century, that was probably relevant.
I think commies, like, we joke about them here. You can't joke about them over there. I was in Poland. You don't say communist. You don't say that word in public. People look at you funny.
It was bad. I watched a documentary about The Witcher where they were just like, that place got fucked up.
Yeah. Like people get like very stony faced. Like most of the people our age just missed it, but their parents lived through it enough that remembers. Yeah.
So. It was super popular. The comic book in 1971 and the ones that followed it, I think it was like 8 or 12 parts total. Was really, really popular. It's considered like one of the greater story arcs.
Yeah.
The Kree-Skrull War, and has been previously set up by Captain Marvel, and we've met Ronan the Accuser, who was the bad guy in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Guardians of the Galaxy 1. Guardians of the Galaxy 3 hasn't been made yet.
No.
And it's long enough to set up its own multi-film arc. So Ronan the Accuser is one of the main antagonists, or one of the ones to really kick the whole thing off.
He's Kree?
He's Kree.
Yeah.
Korean.
But he's
North Korean.
He is South Korean. He's from Seoul. That's why he was going after the Soul Stone.
The Soul Stone.
So he was destroyed at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, but we could jump back in time. It could feature a completely different, like, Franz Ferdinand, who will kick off the whole thing.
Oh, a different important person.
Yeah, exactly.
A different important person to get assassinated.
Yeah, exactly. How the comic The Only Good Alien starts is with the OG Captain Marvel, a Kree alien named Mar-Vell.
Yes.
That's dumb.
I completely agree.
I agree as well. Yep. Lord Boy's canon, that's dumb.
Mar-Vell had rejected his planet's ongoing war with the Skrull, having come to Earth, his own Captain Marvel origin story. So Carol Danvers, who is MCU's, first iteration of Captain Marvel, is like the 6th total, I want to say. 5th or 6th.
Yeah, because Captain Marvel has even legal history, because that movie that just came out, Shazam, which is a DC movie, he was originally called Captain Marvel when he was owned by some sort of 1920s fucking property where he fought a psychic caterpillar.
Hell yeah.
And then DC bought him, and then Marvel got pissed off, and now he's Shazam.
I don't know what it is about Marvel, but my brain just wants to turn off when everyone starts talking about it. I'm sure a lot of you hate me, and that's fine. It's tweet at me.
Can't like everything, man.
Yeah.
Come at him sideways.
Tweet at me. I don't have a Twitter. Gotcha.
We're just gonna take all this shit on the Lore Boys shit.
Yeah. tweeted Ethan the Dead Man because I don't like Marvel.
Yeah. I can't believe you talked to Jamie.
I'm sure it's good. It just hasn't sparked my interest.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't for the movies, I wouldn't even know who the fuck Iron Man was.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most people wouldn't, though. So due to a chain of events kicked off by Mar-Vell escaping something called the negative zone, it's like an antimatter dimension. like the dimension of antimatter. They didn't get a number. They just got negative zone.
Okay, yeah.
He's all off the rails. He's messed up. He's got like negative radiation, whatever that is.
It's loans.
Because you would think you would think
he's in debt.
It's the red. Yeah,
yeah, that's it. You would think radiation's bad, so negative radiation should be good.
Oh, do you cure cancer in that
No,
case?
but it's bad.
It's
you would
also
think
bad?
you would think it would
It's
cure
like the
cancer.
pH. It's like the pH scale.
It's just bad both ways.
Yeah, you got to
he's too
stay
basic.
in the middle.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
If
yeah.
you're too basic, it's just as bad as being too acidic.
Oh,
true.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
That is
Okay,
true.
That's fair.
He went to the fen dimension, as opposed to the bog dimension. A bog is acidic. A fen is basic.
Oh,
All right.
I thought these were fucking Dungeons and Dragons creatures, dude.
No, fens and bogs are real life things. They're like
I know what
they're
bog is.
kinds of swamps.
Yeah.
A fen also is.
Okay, yeah. In the
Oh.
swamp, the water is the issue. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So a bog is what? Basic?
Acidic.
Oh, why did they do that?
I could have it backwards, but yeah.
Because
Bog is basic, fen's acidic.
Yeah.
All right.
I really
Could
like the B basic. Like I wish they would keep that.
Marshland
all wish.
episodes upcoming
I
this
wish
season.
I wish alliteration pervaded my life, but it just doesn't seem to do.
Only in porn.
Yeah.
It's only porn stars that have any kind of fucking grasp on alliteration.
Yeah.
How much is this
And-
falafel? Free? Perfect.
Perfect. Free? Perfect.
Falafel.
Yeah. Only in porn and children's rhymes. That's like a weird thing, right?
Wait, what?
Yep.
Those are the things that are free?
That alliterate.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So he was saying
Porn's free.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be. Yeah.
Like-
So children's rhymes too.
Peter, who's your favorite porn star with an alliterative name? Danny Daniels. I thought of one.
Is
There
that a
we
real
go.
one?
I think so.
I was trying to think. I think Andy Anderson is a real one.
I can
Okay.
only think of one. I don't even like their work that much.
I'm not a big fan of their
Ava
art.
Adams?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. I don't know. I also don't know.
Butthole's not that stretchy.
I don't know Andy Anderson either.
I saw something on the internet. A butthole is it can stretch like
Oh, I saw. Yeah.
2.5 inches to 8 inches.
That's too bad.
A raccoon,
A raccoon. Yes.
can squeeze into a space 4 inches thick.
Crawl in your butt, and that was one of the theories to the end of Endgame.
Yeah, it was Rocket Raccoon getting into Thanos' butt. See, this is relevant. I swear to God, this is relevant.
I was wondering where this is going.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like the average person swallows 9 spiders.
Yeah.
And that's like the average person also absorbs 1 raccoon.
Yeah, one raccoon.
in their sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, those guys are tricky.
Yeah, so
Little hands.
the Kree Skrull War, again, I don't know how much it was covered in Captain Marvel. If it was extensively covered in Captain Marvel and they're like, hey, we solved a millennial-old conflict in a single movie, cool.
Congrats.
I would say probably the next big arc might be Secret Invasion, or which is the Skrull who can shapeshift into any form, come to Earth and are like impersonating heroes. Like they abduct heroes, then they impersonate them like, I'm Captain America, and basically try and take over the Earth like that.
Everybody pretends to be Spartacus. It's all very hard.
Yeah, I'm Spartacus.
Actually, Skrull.
Yeah, that's it.
Skrull would be really good to help out Chris Hansen. He's pretend little guy.
Yeah,
and
they just
catch all the pedos.
I'm a little girl.
Yeah. We hired a 19,000-year-old Skrull
Yeah.
to pose as a young girl on the internet. God, I'd love to fuck you with my dick. Like Skrull agent. Yeah, that sounds good. Bring poppers.
Yeah. Bring poppers and a GameCube.
Yeah. Bring a GameCube controller for my Wii U.
Yeah.
Balding dude in a fucking wife beater shows up with a 6-pack of Bud Light.
And a GameCube controller.
He turns out to be a Skrull too, and nothing's illegal, and it's just fuck.
Yeah. I'm
then
Chris
that's
Hansen, and I'm a Skrull.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically the storyline would be everybody is Skrull. Maybe Thor is Skrull. Maybe Hulk is Skrull. Peter's cat's gonna puke now live
I
on
don't think
camera.
she's gonna puke. I think she's got she's feeling a little dusty.
She's having a sneezing fit. She's allergic to me like I'm allergic to her.
Stop doing that.
A taste of your own medicine, dummy.
Yeah.
My dog did that the other day, and I gave her
She's fine.
Do you guys know how to do pet Heimlich maneuvers? I grabbed my dog and thinking it was choking, and I just fucking pushed on the stomach, hoping that was gonna help.
Did it do anything?
It winded her for a second, then she went and coughed in the other room.
Maybe alone, jerk.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I think that could be like a follow up to or for like the next arc, Phase 4. I think they're calling it. Disney's calling it. A bunch of the movies have already been announced, so I know like Black Panther 3, Black Panther 2,
2,
Black Panther 2,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Why'd I say it like that?
Far,
That was an
far,
accident.
far from home.
Is Spider-Man like...
Spider-Man 2, Far from
Marvel?
Home.
Yeah.
He's Marvel. Oh, he's Marvel.
Yes, he's Marvel. But the rights were owned by Sony for a long time. Yeah. But he's been leased indefinitely
still
for the
are.
Marvel
That
Cinematic
Spider-Man
Universe.
game is so good on the PlayStation 4. Oh my god, to play that game.
The last movie was very good too.
Yeah.
You wouldn't like it, but it was very good.
I haven't seen it.
I might like it. You don't know me.
Well, I mean, I know you pretty well.
You kind of know me really well.
Of course, Disney could go with a number of other storylines. There's Avengers Forever, Galactic Storm, Kang Dynasty. Hopefully not an original storyline because, like, hey, you know, they've been doing well with the comics so far. Don't fuck this up,
60
Disney.
years, yeah.
Don't hire some hack screenwriter to try and write a story for this. Like,
yeah, like
you know
DC
what you can
did.
do at high stakes? You can make him one of those squirrels or whatever, the things that look
Scrap
like...
from Ice Age. I know what you're talking about.
No. The guys that can we were just saying Chris Hansen, like the guys who can impersonate other things.
Skrull, yeah.
A Skrull. Is it one guy Skrull or multiple?
No, it's a race.
It's like an entire
It's an
planet of
alien
people.
species.
Oh
Sorry.
my god, dude, just throw Skrulls in there left and right.
That's
You're
what-
like Captain America, and then
That's it. That's
died.
what. That's what Secret Invasion is. Yeah, it's like just
Yeah.
you don't know who is who.
Captain America was a Skrull in Secret Invasions.
Yep.
Screeching. Yeah.
That's it. And he's all there like, oh, we don't need to worry about these Skrull invaders or
I
whatever.
trust them.
Yeah, that's it.
he was one already.
One of the first comics I ever bought actually was the Deadpool Secret Invasion. I think it was
Really?
like his volume 2 or whatever. Yeah, where he just like goes up into a Skrull spaceship and fucks shit up as Deadpool does. I bought a lot of Deadpool comics, so he was like kind of my in to the like superhero comics anyway. Because I enjoy his humor. I like the movies. They're not as good as the comics, I would say. But
I don't think the second one's really that good.
I thought
it was alright.
I thought the second one was very alright. The first one was pretty good. It was like true to form at least.
The first one's good.
I do think the comic books are much better than the movies, but yeah, maybe I'm a purist. I don't know.
Maybe.
And yeah, there's lots of ways they could go. I think that's
a little bit of Avengers for you.
I know more
Avengers.
about it now than I did ever before.
That is true. Yeah. You do.
I've watched a lot of shit about it, so I was kind of familiar with some of those things, and I've seen the majority of the films.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, at this point, most people have seen a lot. Not most people, but a
lot.
Sizable chunk of people have seen most of the content, especially like the Avengers with Infinity War. And it's like you say, Age of Ultron was bad. Mm-hmm. It was very boring and like dumb, I would say.
He's not a very good villain, because his plan doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, and like when you go from in the comics, he literally conquers the universe, and you know, like Earth Prime universe, he conquers it, kills everyone, and you know, it takes like crazy hijinks and all this stuff to like kind of get things back to normal. It was a significant event in the comics, and it was like a blip in the. Whereas like, oh, he destroyed an empty city.
Most of that film was just introducing the Vision so they could put a rock in his head.
Yeah.
Isn't that all of our history, though? Just significant, but just a blip.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you're right.
What is it? What is an empty city, dude?
Yeah. Exactly. What is a city with no people?
Yeah.
You know what? Like, sometimes I feel like my city I live in is just an empty city when I walk around.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah, so
Gamers rise up.
Yeah,
Peter,
stop saying that. I don't want that following. Yeah.
I've still never been on Reddit. I just think it's
Oh my God.
every time I see like a cringe meme,
it's
I'm
so
always just like gamers rise up.
Every time we say gamers rise up, it's very ironic
Yes.
because it is the dumbest movement
Oh my God.
any of us have ever heard of.
I have never been, but anytime I find a good picture of a neckbeard with a katana,
Yeah.
that's always the caption.
Yeah. Peter, you said that you wanted to talk maybe one-on-one. Maybe you wanted to like sit one-on-one in a room with some of our fans and give them like a nice little thank you.
Oh, we've got our friend here from Israel, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I still remember how to say thank you in Hebrew, which I had a lady I work with teach me when this came in. So sorry this is several weeks late. Your thank you was one of Jamie's hard drive casualties. So R.I.P.
Yeah, that's right.
But anyway, we got an email here. We have two. We also have a thank you. Second one, which I'm not going to read, but the OG was, "Hey, lore guys, contacting you all the way from the Middle East. I feel like Pillars of Eternity is a really cool lore-heavy game, and I thought it would be cool to hear you talk about it. Matan, Israel."
I am working on a Pillars of Eternity script just for you, Matan.
Yeah.
I want to play the game.
It's a game I've been really interested in playing for a long time, specifically 2, Deadfire. Like,
Yeah, that's the ship one, eh?
I was aware of it when Deadfire came out, and then I learned about Pillars of Eternity 1. I don't have enough time to play 2 video games in my life right now.
Yeah.
So if I play either of them, it would probably just I'd probably just go to the second one.
Job, man.
But I do promise. Either my next episode or the episode right after that will probably be Deadfire.
Some pillars.
Yeah.
There you go, Matan.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Toda Rabba is thank you. I'm told in Hebrew.
Toda Rabba.
Yeah. Something I wanted to say too. I didn't prompt you guys, but this is something. I guess we're calling this season 3. I learned just before.
Yes.
That's cool. We took a break.
Seconds before we started recording, we were like, Jamie, it's season 3, get ready.
Yeah, exactly. I want to make this a season of making new friends. You have a podcast. Let's fucking interact. Let's get on each other's stuff. Let's talk.
If you have ambition,
are you one of the people who have been listening to us and you just haven't reached out? Reach out to us. Let's make friends. I really want to branch out and meet a lot of the people who are listening to us. Other people who are like-minded or even not like-minded. Let's just talk. So reach out to us. You can find us on the internet on what's our Twitter?
Well, I was gonna say the guy on Twitter who put in a hell of a lot of
work
recently.
At Loreboys.
At Loreboys. Loreboy.
S.
Big S though. Big S.
You got to do the big S. Yeah. Otherwise it won't work.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's James. I think is I'm not gonna give out your whole handle just because that's your.
I'm not on Twitter.
Not you, the guy who followed us. Yeah.
Yeah.
James, the guy who followed us on Twitter. I'm not gonna give out your whole handle because I don't know if it's you want that to be anybody else's fucking business. But
you know who you are.
Thanks for your review. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for everything. I know, like in the you showed up literally in the between times, and we tried to interact as much as we humanly could.
Dude, you listen to everything, too. That's so cool. I know very few people who have listened to everything.
We're going to do a convention, just us 3 and you, James.
Yeah, exactly.
You get ready.
It's going to be in Montreal.
It's going to be
hope
Lower
you
Boys
can
Con.
make it.
Yeah.
Lower Boys Con. It's just going to be like me saying, oh, you got the same name as me.
Yeah. Jamie finds it to be quite the novelty. Yeah. It's a major hindrance on his life because so many people are named James.
Slows him down a lot.
James Robert John Miller is my full name.
Yeah.
And all of those names are in the top 5 male names.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ew. I'm just way too...
You are the patriarchy.
Yeah.
It's your fault? Really?
It's my fault.
Fuck.
Oh, damn.
I personally go to every workplace and make sure that we're making more boys.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's like, you know, you do when you're just like walking, you're like, you know what would be funny? Then close the door.
That's it. Yeah. Thanos will come and even us out soon enough.
Exactly.
Sure.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, we can only hope.
Snaps fingers, everybody gets 30 more cents.
Yeah.
The wage cap.
I
so noble.
am Ethan Palmer. I've been your host on the inaugural season 3 episode, which was a little crutchy, but we had fun.
It's a very good return to form because, like, I don't think any of us really knew much about this going into it. Like, how much did you know about like the million Earths?
I knew a fair amount.
I think that the best part was the fun
me personally, I knew a fair amount.
I think the fun we had along the way. That's what we're really here for.
It's a good opener.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter at Ethan the Dead Man. Feel free to reach out, or the Lower Boys at Lower Boys. Peter.
At Pete O'Donohue on Twitter. At Lower Boys Podcast on Instagram. I'm the artist. Still playing catch up with myself because I was sick. That's about it. Also, the loreboys.com, loreboys.com, and pornhubcaps.com. Yeah. And all redirects to the same place. Best $17 I ever spent.
If you ever want to go onto the twitch.tv and see one of us playing, usually me, you can go onto twitch.tv/theloreboys, TheLoreboy, big S. And also, if you look up one of our clips, I think it says "For Real This Time" is the title of the clip. You can see me become Thanos in the Fortnite LTM and get so excited that I do 2 little hops in my apartment. I'm excited for it. Yeah, like, I'm Thanos. It took me like 3 hours of playing to finally get the.
And then you got a victory royale, right?
No, and then I died shortly after.
Yeah. It's worth it.
That's not part of the clip, though.
Yeah, that's it.
But just because it's season 3 doesn't mean we don't need money. So,
exactly.
Guys, Lower Boys Prime.
Lower Boys Prime is making a big comeback in a big way.
Yeah.
Big thank you to all the people who continue to support us throughout the pause, the hiatus, as we call it in the biz. Really means a lot. And so we want to give back. Kind of like we mentioned, we are going to do a Lower Boys convention. You guys are
one free ticket, and we already gave it away.
Everybody who signs up for Lore Boys Prime, which is a weekly installment of $79.99, will be entitled to a raffle to a video recording of our convention with James from Twitter.
Wow.
So yeah.
This is James with Big S.
This James with Big S.
Yeah.
This is the next. You are James with small S here in studio.
It's like even smaller than just minuscule.
No, yeah, it's not a normal S. It's a small S. Yeah, it's subscript S. Yeah.
No, subscript has normal S's.
And so we are doing this rad convention with James, and we want everyone to be a part of it, which is why we're offering a chance for one person to get a video recording of our convention with James. It will be graphic. The sweepstakes will be open only to 18 plus or whatever age of consent is in your state or province.
Yeah, it's not going to be on DVD. We don't have that kind of money right now, but we'll mail you a USB that we have somewhere.
A dirty old USB key, yeah. And when I say dirty, I mean dirty.
Filthy.
And that constitutes
a Lore Boys.
A Lore Boys out.
Ow.
Ow. 2, 3.
We did it.